Hey everybody, it's Always Bookin Comedy. It's another Monday. I'm in California. That's the only thing that's different. But we got Carl Lee from Medford, Oregon. He's the best. I've known him for several years. Excited to talk with him about comedy. He knows everything, I'm sure. We're going to find that out right now. Are those Steelers colors you're wearing on purpose right now, or is that accidental?
Actually, it's not. It's just a sick Nike jacket I caught from.
Nice. What's it
Uh,
say on the back?
it has like a basketball with some skull hands on top of it. And
Oh, yeah.
that's the
Nice.
type of game I got. Once I get a hold of you, it's a wrap. That's
Amazing. And I think I spy some Basquiat on your wall. Little dinosaur with a crown. Is that am I correct on that? To
yeah,
your
man.
left over your
Yeah,
shoulder? All right. Hell yeah. Little
exactly.
art. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fancy. And a very what is that? A slot machine?
yeah. That's my father's slot machine, man. Rest in peace. That was one of his favorite things just to have. It's funny because he never messed with it, but once he passed away, my
That
wife
thing is
wanted
cool. Do you know what
to
year
give
it's
it.
from?
I don't. I don't, man, actually. But it's actually real nickels in there and everything. So
That's incredible. That's cool. All right,
yeah,
well, let's jump into some comedy stuff. You're a comedian in the Pacific Northwest. Super funny. How long?
thank
How long
you.
you been at this grind? How long you been doing it?
Let me see, man. Going on what about 28 years now. So I started in '96.
Wow,
Started in
last
96.
century.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
get a comic from last century.
Yep.
You don't even look old enough for that to be true.
All the time. I get that all the time, man. Especially when a lot of guys found out, my journey, who I worked with and where I've been, my journey to this day. They're surprised, like, oh man, we thought you just started like in 2005 or something. It's like,
That's crazy. I got a question right off the jump, and this is personal. We'll give enough context to other listeners later. Who's the? Has somebody been through Chadwick's that is like famous now,
Roy
or
Woods
who?
Jr.
What's that?
Roy Woods Jr.
Get out of here.
Yeah, Roy and I started together. Not started together, but we came up together. We've been on the road together and built a relationship. So when his Barb and Tom market took off, I was able to get him here. I was able to get him
Unbelievable.
here and did two shows each night. So
How
uh,
long ago was that?
that was, God, let me see, 2010 or 11.
That's wild, man.
Yeah. So
He's
Roy Wood,
huge. He's huge. He just started that new show on CNN.
I'm
He's
so proud.
enormous.
I'm so proud of him, man. And he's just a
Yeah.
good dude. So
He
yeah,
is a nice
Roy,
guy. He
Roy
sent me
was
a DM
fun.
on Twitter once.
You sent
Most
your
famous
what?
person that's ever DM'd me. He
Oh,
sent me a
nice.
DM on Twitter once. It blew my mind.
what what was
He,
it about?
he needed an Asian opener in Boulder, Colorado. And I had done a podcast that was online on YouTube with this very funny kid who had gone off to college in Northeast, so he wasn't available, but he was trying to connect with that kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
So
think it was cool because what Roy did not too long ago was he was in Portland doing theater shows. I think he did one or two. I can't remember how many he did, but like a few of my buddies was his opening act.
wow,
Yeah, he
that's
put like three local Portland comics on, and he just like had a ball. They were just in heaven.
how long did you start Chadwick's or was it
Yeah, I
running before?
did.
Okay, and
Yeah,
when was that? It sounds like it's
2000.
at least 10 years ago.
No, 20. Going on 20 next year.
Wow.
Yeah, we started in 2005, and as you know, the Tribble runs.
Yep.
David Tribble and I combined a couple of his runs, uh, Grants Pass, Oregon, and Coos Bay, Oregon, Wednesday and Thursday, connect with my Friday and Saturday. So
Nice.
that was in '05 up until '08 with him. And then I brought Pat Wilson on. Pat Wilson.
Nice. Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, she's
So why don't you explain? I know what Chadwick's is, but give us a little breakdown of that comedy room.
Chadwick's was created in 2005 here in Medford, Oregon, which is like in the central, man. It's really because we're like 5 hours from SAC, 6 hours from the Bay, 4.5 hours from Portland. Then you got Seattle going further. So it's right in the middle, man. It's really easy for a lot of comics to come here and get work because we can hit those different demographics. They come here, but it's been going on 20 years. I consider it probably, the hottest comedy spot in Oregon, to me, and over helium, because helium is a chain,
Mm-hmm.
and it's commercial like, and so it's so hard for comics to get in there. And so, but Chadwick's is just one of them places, man. Like, we want to make sure that every comic feels like it's a comedy club. Like, it's truly legit a comedy club night. You're not doing a one nighter in the bar. You're not gonna be dealing with no stuff, because you see me, Mark. I don't play. I believe etiquette goes goes all around for the comics and for the people that pay money. So, but it's good, like I said, 20 years, man, and it's right here in Medford, Oregon. Just like, because you don't think that, no, because when I used to pass through here on my way to do other gigs, I used to stop in here and just whatever, because I love shoes. I would see this shoe store called Shoes Right Here, famous shoe store in Memphis gone. But I never thought anything about Memphis until I actually came out here and did some shows and met somebody and stayed. But so, I mean, just think about it. It's like, who would think, who was like, Medford, where is that? Yeah,
I'll be honest, I'd never heard of it.
right.
Like, booked, but I've been there, I think 3 years in a row now, and I love it.
Yeah.
It's great. It's a nice place, and it's fun.
And
Yeah,
what has
sports
happened,
bar. How many seats would you say? If Roy Wood Jr. shows
look,
up, how many can you cram
well,
in there?
capacity, fire marshal says 112,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure I had so much many more in it. Because, before Roy, too, I was doing Bob and Tom shows. I was always doing Bob and Tom shows, but Roy was the biggest act on
Yeah.
that Bob and Tom time. So I was doing, some nice
What does that mean, Bob and Tom shows? Were Bob and Tom
Bob and
booking
Tom.
or
Yeah, Bob
producing?
and
I
Tom.
know about their radio
Yeah,
program.
so we have a radio station here at Cable that's affiliate.
Okay.
So it has a lot of listeners. Medford has a lot of Bob and Tom listening fans. So we were like, why not? Why not? And it did great, man.
So they help promote, and
Yeah.
you would
Hmm.
call it like comedy from Bob and Tom or
Yeah,
something like that?
exactly. Yeah, K-Boy and Bob and Tom show. Yep, exactly.
Nice.
But
Huh. Was that
I,
before Pat got involved?
yeah, it was.
Okay. All
Hmm.
right. Interesting.
But what's crazy
Um,
is, I don't know if you're familiar with a lot of DJs and radio stations want to do stand up, and they
yeah.
get connected with comedy clubs and shows. And it was almost like, I think this guy just wanted at the radio station, just wanted to be like the man to run the show. And we were just like, that's not how it works. Like, this is our venue, and we came to you wanting to partner up. I haven't seen that guy since then, but it was like, wow, you just really think that's what you're gonna do? It's just, you want us to be out in the way. You just like, no, this is our room, this is our house. We asked you to partner with us, and
Yeah.
like, no,
Have you that room? Technically, it's pretty sound. It's a wide room. If anybody's been to like the McDougal cellar location, it's kind of
yeah,
uh,
yeah,
it's got
yeah.
a legit stage. What has improved over 20 years? Have those lights always been there? Is the sound system? The soundboard might be 20 years old.
I think everything except for some of the bulbs. I think we had to replace some of the bulbs. Some of them didn't want to go. You know how you got that one bulb that get crushed in there? It's like, get your old ass out of here.
That's
but
hilarious.
but that's a good question. The stage has been there. They built the stage for me. They
Okay.
built that, and it's amazing because I've been in some clubs and normally when they have the fold up stage and
Hmm.
they roll it out and it's not stable, it's wobbly, and
Yeah.
like, and you can hear me stepping over my. So, but that stage,
Freaks.
they laced it with carpet, cool stuff like that, man. So
Mhm. Yeah, incredible. How do you? So every time I've been there, it's been packed. Why do you think that is?
I think the quality of
I
comedy
would agree with that when I'm on stage.
is.
Absolutely,
It's
100%.
it's the quality. Very rare do we have people that fly in there and just draw. Like,
Right.
it's only been a few over the years that truly just draw people in. But the quality of comedy just draws people in, man. And it over a period of time that appreciation for you guys just keeps increasing, and people just keep showing up because they appreciate that. Hey, here we are, little Medford. Some people couldn't even imagine they come to Medford. Once they start realizing, like, these comics come from all over, and you guys are great in what you do, and it's just so much fun. They really appreciate that, because you'll be in some small towns like Marshall, Iowa, and somebody asked me, "Why are you here?" But I was like, "Because you guys produce the show. You asked me to come. That's what it's about. That's what we want to go where we celebrate what we want. I'm not. I don't need to be in L.A. or New York on the stage to do what I do. I'm okay being here in Iowa." And it's like, wow, you think your town is that horrible? You talking bad?
That's funny. Have you lived? Where have you lived besides Medford during your comedy?
Okay, through my comedy career. Okay, so I'm born and raised in Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, and I went to college in Wisconsin, La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Okay.
So while I was in school, that's when I made that move. Like I got to get into this stand up or not.
Okay.
I got into this.
Have you been to Comedy on State?
Yeah,
Wisconsin?
yeah. So
Yeah.
that was one of the things, man. It's like when I started, because I left Wisconsin and went to Arizona. And while I was in college, I had a friend that a headliner used to come through and do a one nighter there, and he just took me on his wing. His name is Spark, man. He's based out of Ohio. One of the greatest guys in my life, man. I approached him, and he literally took me on his wing. Didn't second guess and play around. He allowed me to come to different close by areas in Wisconsin when he's performing, and gave me some stage time. And then, because I just kept going on and getting my chops tight, I moved to Arizona. And he was still, still one of my best friends, one of my guys. Just took me on the road with him, was introduced me to all the bookers all over. Then he introduced me to his buddies. I had guys like, you familiar with Kevin Bozeman?
Yeah, I've heard of him. I haven't worked with him.
Kevin Bozeman's one. Comet BT. So all these guys just took me in the wing and just kept placing me, helped positioning me in the rest of his. So then I moved to Arizona. But Arizona was really where I started to because La Crosse was a little more.
Big city, Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like Phoenix?
Yep. You're right there. And so I'm all over with the guys. Guys took me under the wing out there. One of my best friends to this day, Warren B. Hall, and T.A. Burrows, who's like the OG out there. He was our Cosby, but without the roofing and people.
Phoenix is a wild market because they have like 8 comedy clubs.
Now, when I was there, we only had improv. Improv was the one. Then you got to go to Tucson for laughs.
Okay.
But then you had a couple of other clubs who people tried to pop in a few rooms that didn't last. But once I left and I moved to Oregon, you're right, man. Like right now, 8.
Yeah.
At least 8 clubs.
You go back there?
Yeah, I actually was just back there in March performing for JP's Comedy Club.
Okay. Yeah, I've been there.
And that's an amazing comedy club. JP is such a great guy, very personal. Him and his family run that room. So that's something.
Yeah, I'm impressed with how comfortable the chairs are. I don't know if you ever sat in one of those chairs, but they are plush.
Yeah, you could tell they are. And Stir Crazy.
Yeah, Stir Crazy is great.
Yeah. So actually, I just did Labs too.
Nice.
In Tucson. So, but the thing about it, I haven't been back. I haven't performed there since I left. So that was probably 20 years or more.
Wow.
When I came back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who'd you work with at Stir Crazy? Do you remember?
I closed the they have the most amazing open mic, man. At Acme, Minneapolis open mic and Stir Crazy, 2 the best I ever seen. But I closed that open mic night.
Awesome. That's great.
So,
yeah, it's a fun little room, 100-seater. It's great. Terrific.
Yeah.
If anybody's watching this, there's an episode with Patrick Garrity.
Yeah, Patrick Garrity out of Florida, DC, Arizona.
We talk about Stir Crazy quite a bit. If you're interested in learning more about Stir Crazy.
Actually, Patrick's going to be here next week.
Oh, no way. What a small world.
Patrick's going to be here, man. I love
that. Incredible. Tell him Mark said hi.
I will.
Awesome. He's a good dude.
I will.
Okay, so people who watch this, they want to know about. Do you run shows outside of Chadwick's?
Yeah, I produce winery shows.
Okay.
For wineries.
Tell me about that. Why wineries? Are you against?
Well, because say that again.
Are you against beer?
Well, I'm not even drink. I don't even drink, but it's just that wineries to me are some of these pockets of spots that are missing comedy that I think that would do well. that I want to introduce them to stand up,
Mhm.
because a lot of wineries do bands,
Yep.
some
Yeah, and
acoustic.
I forget, you're in the Pacific
I mean,
Northwest.
yeah,
There's a
wine
lot
country.
of that.
I'm in the wine country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
So
got wineries in Denver, but they are not
yeah,
not as good. We're just putting it into cans.
it ain't nothing
We're
but
getting
Coors
grape
Light.
juice.
Just a bunch of Coors Light and some bushes. That's all.
Uh,
Yeah. So I just want to hit that market and try to give a lot of comedians opportunities just to, because I like to make sure that comics get paid well, get good accommodations.
yeah.
So that I know winery got money.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And the
That's coming.
client more to the point, the clientele have
That
money. So if you can
yeah,
bring them there and get
yeah,
them drinking, then there is a budget. Yeah, that's a
yeah.
good
So
call. That's
doing the
smart.
winery thing, also you just create a new fan base in Medford of comedy, and a lot of them didn't even know Chadwick existed. You know,
Right.
they just okay. This winery is their spot. Oh, they got comedy. We come here anyway. Let's go here. That's how
Mhm.
it is. And then they learn what stand up is about. Enjoy it live. Some of them have experienced live stand up. So I'm introducing them to a whole new thing of stand up, man, and so they can get appreciation for it and realize like Medford can bring some good talent out here, and your winery is willing to back it up. So, and some of them are indoors, and some of them are outdoors. The outdoors one are the ones I really love because my one of them, it kind of goes up in the hill, has people sit and get
Oh, nice. Like
yeah,
natural stadium seating.
yeah, exactly. That's what it is. So, and I did some. I've been approached to. I used to book California's Little League baseball fundraiser. I used to do a
Okay.
comedy show for them until COVID hit, and they wanted to bring it back, but I think they had them fixed. But the theater, the town is not willing to pay for the to
Mm,
fix certain things. The theater, it's weird. I'm like, I guess you can. I guess you got to have certain things done in order for them to keep the business. So I don't know, but it was a good run. I did it for 3 years in a row, and I had Patrick on it. But yeah, there's a few other shows I get. They reach out to me to produce, man. So what I try to do is this. Everybody knows I'm the face of comedy, really, like in the state of Oregon. Let's be real. And then especially in Medford, everybody knows me. So then a lot of corporations want to come to me and want me to perform. But I'm like, you guys are familiar with me. How about you let me host? Then I bring in some guys,
hmm
like,
Or girls.
yeah, exactly. Yep. And I want to know your budget, what kind of budget you got. And so I just want to do it like that. And they appreciate it more. They're like, oh, okay, we still get you and we get
Yeah.
some like a good 3-man show. I like 3-man shows. I like to do that.
Nice. Tell me, so these winery shows, do you sell tickets or are they
Yeah.
free to the audience? Yeah, you sell
Yeah,
tickets. Yeah.
yeah.
Why do you think that's important? Or do you? Let's start with that.
Because I think it's important because it's an investment.
Yep.
An
I
investment.
agree.
You show up with intentions to watch this show.
Yep.
Because I just did. I forgot where I was. I did a show in a bar, and I do some free show. I do no cover charge shows locally because I treat it like it's opportunity to get my chops tight because I know what I'm gonna walk into.
Yeah.
I know what I'm walk into, and sometimes when you like, I had a buddy who produced some shows up north, Oregon, Northern Oregon. I used to tell him you can't keep having free shows because the people like these people were here before we started, and we're interfering with their day.
Yeah, you're ambushing.
Like you start cutting on the sound system, making announcements. This dude was just sitting over here eating his like all spaghetti, all you can eat spaghetti for. Like we're interfering with them. So if you make it a cover charge, people invest. And some people like I'm either they're gonna pay and stay or they're gonna leave. But we want to treat you. Got to want people to understand you're booking professionals.
Yeah.
These guys are pros, and you got to treat us that way by making this venue see that and the crowd see that. Like, hey, it's a cover charge. I'm not, you know, giving you a free show because I just know what that means to you. Is I ain't got nothing else to do. Let's go to this free show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yep, and the money thing.
Investment was a good word. That's a key
Yeah,
word. You
that
want the
investment,
audience
man.
invested. Yeah.
hmm
Besides Chadwick's, how many shows are you running a month, would you say?
I say just right now, I do my wineries. One of them is in the summertime. So I'm doing just Chadwick's right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I get a lot of inquiries. I get a lot of people reaching out to me.
Nice.
Yes.
What you're a great host.
Thank you.
What makes a good host? What's important when you're opening a show, when you're hosting a show?
I think first and foremost, you want to make it a great show. You want to know my role is to turn this sucker up. My role is here to get this heat going, not just to take us some time so together for let's get the heat going. You know what I mean? Because I know how a lot of comics feel about being introduced to the stage. The energy you bring, or the lack of. So I think first and foremost, own that spot that you in. Just know you're part of the team, and your job is get it hype. And so I just posted something not too long ago. Comics get their feelings hurt when somebody asks them to host, or the young guys think it's beneath them because everybody's talking, I'm a headliner. I'm a headliner. They don't even know what that means. If nobody's paying to see you personally, if nobody, then no. No. Now, if you're a closer, you're getting stronger, and they want you to close the show, that's a difference. Like, you're a great closer, man. I want you to close the show. But people get it twisted. So when I've been asked the MC, because people know I'm going to come in and I'm just going to go in there and just light it up, so this show can be a sick 3-man show from the beginning to the end. So, and I just think caring about that spot, owning it, don't feel like, just let me get through. Hey, like, because your feature and your headline, the closer look back, and they'll take offense to that. They'll really be like, really?
Yeah.
Really, man? You don't want to be like, because pretty sure, times have changed so much, though, with how you had to break in. Because I had to host. I was smart. When I got to Arizona, we had an open mic in Tempe, and a lot of guys wanted to be the headliner. We had like a 15-man lineup, and you trying to close that? Go ahead. At a college bar, go right ahead. Go right ahead. About 6 comics in, they don't care about you. They're liquored up.
Yeah.
Again, a free show, free open mic in a packed, one of the dopest bars right next to Arizona State University. So I used to host it. Because I know I'm going to get time up front.
Yeah. And people are paying attention.
And I got you. And then when I went on a road and tried to break into clubs, a lot of clubs wanted me to come in and host first.
Yeah.
They wanted to host. I had a hotel.
I would say hosting is like jogging with weights on. It's like resistance training because it's hard. It's not easy. The room is full. People are getting their drinks. They're still getting sat.
Yeah.
It's a mess. It's a messy situation. If you can do well there, you can do well anywhere.
And then some clubs want you to use your last like 5 minutes reading off the drink specials.
Yes.
reading off the appetizer list and tell you who's coming. They want you to do all that. So you gotta like, all right, let me make sure I get my good 10 in, then be ready to, then you gotta conduct yourself too. Like ease up on that drinking, you know what I'm saying? That's not, ease up on that, just really lock in and be present and so you can knock this out of the park.
Let's talk about marketing comedy shows. You've mentioned that like a lot of people, they could be funny, but they're not really drawing and selling tickets. What do you at Chadwick's in particular? You guys are doing a great job. I know you got that big billboard right on the highway. It's a digital billboard. You're advertising there. You got signage in the hotel there. Are you doing like radio, newspaper, Facebook, Instagram? What's going on? Just word of mouth?
That's really, I post a lot and I get a lot of hits from my posts.
Okay. Posting on Facebook
and IG.
Okay.
I get a lot of inquiries, but people, again, word of mouth. I'm always meeting people who first time they've been there, they heard about it from some other people. Some people been living their whole life and just learned about Chadwick. So word of mouth. And even when some people come in town, they tell me, they just say, oh, hey, let's see some comedy in town. And boom, they're like, well, damn, it is.
There. Do you see seasonality in the ticket sales?
Just in the beginning of the summer.
Okay. Everybody wants to be outside.
Yeah, exactly. So by the end of August, it's wrapping up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the best? Is there a best time of year?
I think September through spring.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what do you do? Like, what do you do if there's like a big holiday? Like New Year's Eve, if that's like on a Saturday night, you still do the comedy show?
Yeah, sometimes we do shows. Yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes but we'll make it. But the comics to get paid more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it must be hard to get the comics. Sure.
Yeah, but actually,
Christmas.
Pat uses her comics.
Yeah.
Yeah, she uses them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been out to Chinook?
Actually, I'm going to be there the 25th and 26th of October. But yes, I've been there twice, and
Nice.
I built some amazing relationship, man. I built a relationship with I'm drawing a brain freeze for him. I can't remember, but Tammy Pescatelli.
Okay.
She and I worked with her. That was 2 years ago, and she and I have built a cool relationship. So anything I need, she's
Nice.
got my back, man. And you see Tammy on stage, she's the truth. She's strong. She goes hard, but when you really sit with her and hang out with her and kick it with her, she's so chill, man. Just smart and fun and sweet. So just being able to know, like, that she wants to, look out for you, like that, man, was dope. But that room is amazing. That
Yeah, it's a great room.
that
Does
room is
does Pat come to Chadwick's
all the time. Yep. She
all the time, like all the time, like once a quarter or once
yeah.
a month?
Well, about twice a quarter.
Twice a quarter. Does
Yeah.
she tell you ahead of time, or is it like
Yeah.
Darth
She
Vader
tells me.
surprise
She
inspection?
tells me. Yeah, but she don't want to do that to the comics. You know what I mean? Because nobody knows Pat. Pat's like Charlie from Charlie's Angels. you
That's
could,
hilarious.
she'll cuss you out, but you don't know what she looks like. She cuss you out through an
Yeah,
email, through a text,
yeah.
through the phone.
I like Pat. I've hung out with her.
I
She's
love her, man. She's
yeah,
great. She really takes good care of me. We work together well, booking Chadwick's and running Chadwick's, and she takes care of me in my own personal career. She's
yeah.
dope.
Who's one of the best comics who's been through last few years? Who are you excited about? Who do you think is going to be too big to come back to Chadwick soon?
I think one is Gabriel Rutledge.
Oh yeah, you know what? He canceled on me, so yeah, he's too big. He was gonna come out, and
Yeah. So Gabe Rutledge is my
in
guy.
fact, this last week, I just finished the last night. We did a show. He was supposed to be on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Sunday run, and he bailed. It was like 6 months ago. He bailed on it.
Yeah.
It
Gabe is
just
the
happened.
one. Gabe was the
Yeah.
one. Look up comedian Sam Miller.
Yeah, I know Sam from
Yeah.
Olympia.
Yeah, Sam. I'm hoping he is. I'm hoping Sam just got bumped the headline. He drew. He was headlining this one out. He
Nice.
drew a crowd because of his recovery
Yeah, yeah, he's
life.
great. He's got a very unique
Yeah,
act.
and the way he can get all you this relatable stuff, and we gonna make this funny. Sam is one who I feel like I want him to be too big for me to get, but Gabe, I know Gabe will come back but I know Gabe would, but I just know he's just so busy. Like
Especially on a weekend, that's hard for him.
it
Like
is,
he
man.
could do it on a Wednesday maybe or
But,
something.
but but if he really got some good downtime, he'd be like, okay, cool, I can fit Chadwick's into this.
Okay,
It's no
maybe.
big deal, but
I don't
maybe
know. I think
yeah,
he's making money now, and
but
that's what
yeah.
happened. And good for him. You know, when a comedian starts making money, you got to go get that money.
Yeah, but he loves the room because it's fun and he appreciates it. But
Yeah.
when your calendar's filling,
I've never seen him perform. I can't wait. I've heard so many good things about him from
man, we
Club
go
Burner.
so far back, man, and just to watch his progression, and just see all the things that he's been attracting.
Yeah. So you've been doing this almost 30 years. What are you excited about coming up in the next couple of years? What you give me some? We're about to land this plane. Any goals? Anything
Yeah,
you're
man, I'm just continuing to stay strong and stay confident, and I really what I appreciate, man. I get a lot of young cats keep pulling me in. I get a lot of the young cats keep booking me and want me around them, and I appreciate that.
yeah.
So
You got any advice for those young cats?
I got so much for them, but I got a lot of advice, man, for them. So but I gotta respect that their generation is different from ours. The
Uh-huh.
evolution of it, the way you get in, when you fit in, and way you pay your dues is totally different.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I tell them, a lot of them, it's sad because a lot of them don't have anybody to refer to. So
Mm.
now a lot of them have me to refer to, but some I know in these certain areas demographic, they don't have a lot to refer to. So they creating their own, and they're messing it up because they're very ignorant to how it really works and to how to build. But so it's a lot of advice I can give them, just depending on the situation.
Give me your top two bullet points.
Um, Gosh, top two bullet points. Oh wow, step out of your comfort zone.
Okay.
Somebody comes on and keep Will Smith's mouth wife out your motherfucking
All right, Carl. That's great. How can people track you down? The face of comedy in Oregon.
I'm on Facebook, Carl Lee. You
Okay.
see me there with my beautiful wife. And I'm on at Carl Lee Comedy on IG.
Amazing. All right. Awesome. This has been terrific. Stick around. I want to chat with you after this. But everybody tune in every Monday, 6:30 p.m. We got a whole back catalog. Super fun. We got a note from YouTube. Thank you, Mark and Carl. Thanks, North Carolina, for that. And